What's going on, gamers? Welcome back to another classic CS video. I'm sure you guys have all heard the news by now. I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible. I just got home from work, was greeted with this news that I am torn on. You know, I'm sure if you guys haven't heard already, you can now trade up to knives using 5 reds from any of the case collections. And I'm very torn because, you know, I've invested a significant amount of money into my gloves and into my knives over the time I've spent playing this game. So I don't know how to feel about this because I'm upset about that, and I'm scared that the entire market could potentially crash. But on the other hand, I think a market crash is honestly good for the game. I mean, a lot of budget gamers, who I feel like a lot of my fan base is budget gamers, have kind of been priced out of a lot of skin options. And, you know, that's not good for the game. That's not good for the community. Personally, I think that I'm trying to keep a positive mindset about this, and I'm trying to, you know, keep a positive head on my shoulders and be happy and be grateful that our friends who are less financially fortunate are able to enjoy CS and get the skins and the knives that they want to get, just like the gamers who are fortunate enough to be able to spend the prices that skins have grown to. So I'm feeling conflicted. I'm feeling, again, very happy for the budget gamers, but a little scared for the non-budget gamers, because, you know, not myself personally, but I know people who have an absurd amount of money in skins, and that's just gonna fall. That's just gonna crash. As far as knives and gloves go, right? Like your $17,000 gems and your $20,000 gloves are not gonna be worth that, most likely, pretty soon here. So that's something to wrap our heads around. Overall, I think it's good for the community. Now, I don't know what kind of long-term effect this is going to have, because we're going to have to look at the market and see what happens over the coming weeks, right? But if you think about it, all these reds are going to be burned to trade up to these knives, correct? Which subsequently, the prices of the reds will raise. I mean, already, like, for example, the See You Later, right? This forever was a $4 skin, right? If not even $4, currently going $46 this soon after the update. Every single red is going to be pumped into oblivion because of this update, which means, of course, the pinks, the purples, the blues, everything that falls under the reds are going to be pumped as well, because that's how trade-ups work, right? That's why collection skins like the Norse collection, just as an example, that's why the blues in that collection, even though they're blue, they are expensive. They're over $100 because those blues can be turned into purples, which can be turned into pinks, which can be turned into reds, right? So I don't know what the thought process behind this is, because yes, gloves and knives are going to continue to get cheaper and cheaper and more obtainable for the average player. But on the flip side of that coin, normal skins from these cases are going to be pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped. And a lot of factory new reds were already very pumped for no apparent reason going into this update, which really makes me question if there was some sort of insider trading going on. I know that there have been a lot of allegations of some of the big streamers, some people big in the skins community being some way tied to Valve, some way being able to predict pumps and whatnot, people in China. And I don't know if there was some leaked insider information that this update was coming or not. I know Valve is a private company, and that can lead to potentially some corruption or information being leaked. I don't know how that works. I'd rather not speak on such conspiracy theories, but I think this is going to be a decided sword where most of the community or parts of the community are going to be hurt, because like we said, the big collectors who have made trading and collecting skins a job or have invested a significant amount of capital into the game are going to lose trust in Valve. This has been kind of like, you know, it is a video game at the end of the day, so it's hard for me to like speak about this because I kind of view skins as an investment. Like, since I've been doing YouTube and since I've been getting like super involved into the skin community, however you want to say it, I've slowed down on my personal investments in the stock market, into real estate, whatever else I've been doing, right? And focused a little bit more into skins when maybe I should have made stock market investments instead. And now, of course, I'm still doing my stock market investments, and a lot of the money I've spent on this game are doing giveaways and opening cases for content, trade-ups for content, whatever it may be, right? And it's all been worth it. But those people that, you know, have maybe their life savings or a big significant chunk of money into the game have lost trust in Valve, and that side of the community is hurt. On the other side of the community, we have our budget gamers, who are happy right now. They are stoked, they are ecstatic, and I'm happy for them too, because they can obtain these knives and gloves that have been super coveted throughout the years, that they've dreamed for years of obtaining, which is great. I'm so happy for them. But now are they going to be priced out of the normal regular skins from the cases that they also enjoy subsequently as well? I don't know. It's too early to tell. I think the community is going to take a hit from this. I'm a little bit worried is for personal reasons, as far as like, is my dream of making content creation about these not even the game, but the skins inside of the game, is it cooked? Is it done from this? We'll have to see. Again, too early to tell. We'll make another update video in about a week. We haven't really done a market video before, so this will be the first time. We'll see what happens. But yeah, reds are through the roof right now. You can trade up to golds, which is super cool. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.